Have you ever wondered if the answers to life's biggest questions are out there, but maybe not where we've been looking? Today, we're diving into a spiritual cosmology that claims to have a brand new map, not just of our universe, but of a vast multiverse. Let's see what this vision has to tell us.
Right off the bat, we're jumping into the deep end with the most basic question there is. It's a challenge to our very identity. Who are we, really? I mean, beyond our jobs, our names, our bodies, what's at the core of our being?
And, as soon as you ask who, the next logical question is always where, right? And we're not just talking about ancestry here. This goes way deeper, asking about our ultimate origin, a question that has puzzled humanity for, well, forever. And here's the ultimate problem this knowledge claims it can solve. If we're on some kind of cosmic journey, how do we get off the merry-go-round? The endless cycle of birth and death? This cosmology says it has the key to finding our way back home for good.
So where does all this information come from? According to the source, it all flows from one place, the divine vision of a person named Behad Dadaji. He supposedly perceived the entire layout of creation, from our little corner of the universe to countless realms beyond.
Now this is the really big claim, the thing that's supposed to set this all apart. This knowledge is presented as being completely new, something you're not going to find in the Vedas, the Puranas, or any other scripture on Earth. It's framed as a totally fresh revelation for our time. And to put that claim into perspective, just look at the scale we're talking about. The text says our universe, the Brahmandam, is trillions of years old. But the major religions we're familiar with, they're only a few thousand years old. The point being made is that what we know is just a tiny sliver of a much bigger story. Okay, so with that background, let's actually look at the map this vision lays out. We're about to take a journey way beyond what we think of as our universe, into a reality that is literally limitless. The message here couldn't be clearer, and it answers one of our oldest questions. Are we alone out here? Well, according to this, the answer is a hard no. Life isn't just possible elsewhere, it's everywhere, all over our own cosmic system and scattered through countless other galaxies. And this slide really shows you the insane scale of it all. See, it's not just our one universe. There's a whole hierarchy. We start in our Brahmandam, but that's just part of a bigger Mahabrahmandam, which is inside an even bigger Param Mahabrahmandam. And all of that exists within the Behed Brahmandam, the truly limitless universe. Now here's the real mindbender. It's not just about infinite creations. It's also about infinite creators. The text describes countless universes and worlds just like ours. And within them, countless creator figures like Brahmas, Vishnus, and Shivas, each managing their own little cosmic bubble. It's a model of endless nested realities.
Okay, so we've just looked at the biggest picture possible. Now let's zoom all the way back in, from the macrocosm of the multiverse to the microcosm of the individual soul. So where do we fit in to all this?
To get our place in this, you have to understand this one concept, the Sukshma Jagat, or the subtle world. The easiest way to think about it is like a blueprint. It's the non-physical source code from which our entire physical world is built. So picture it like this. The physical world that we see and touch, that's called the Sthula Jagat. But behind the scenes, you have the Sukshma Jagat, the subtle world. It's the formless origin for everything. One is the projection, the other is the projector.
And this is our story. This is how we get here. The source says every soul starts in a Nirakari state, totally formless, just pure energy. From there, it moves to an Akari state, where it takes on a subtle form. And finally, it shows up here, in a physical body, in the Sakari state. It's a journey from pure energy to physical reality.
So why all this talk about limitless universes and subtle worlds? Why should we care about this cosmic map? Well, the text is very clear that this isn't just information for the sake of it. There is a very specific, ultimate goal in mind. And here's the bottom line. The whole point is to understand who you really are, a soul, and to see the big picture of creation. Because that understanding is supposedly the key. It's the tool you need to break free from what's called the mortal world, get back to the immortal world, and finally reach Paramashanti, or supreme peace. So the final call to action here is pretty direct. The idea is to use this knowledge as a kind of vehicle, a way to rise above our physical limits and achieve the soul's ultimate freedom, its salvation. But after laying out this incredible cosmic map and a path to freedom, the source material leaves us with one last massive hanging question. If we really come from some perfect immortal world, then why did it ever become a mortal one to begin with? It's a real mystery, suggesting the journey of understanding never quite ends.